Now, this is the sale of tenanted properties. I know you've heard me talk about it before, and you know what? I'm going to talk about it again, mostly because we keep getting asked questions about this. Now, this comes down to Section 53 of the Residential Tenancies Act, and it's talking about when you are listing and selling a property, or hopefully listing for sale a property, and there is a tenant living in the premises. Now, it's the process here that's really important and getting it right. We've had a couple of calls, and they were about different cases. One was from a landlord, one was from a tenant, neither from an agent in this past week. So it was interesting. They were both trying to check out what was the appropriate process to be undertaking on behalf of the tenant. So, and obviously we all know when you look at Section 53 of the Residential Tenancies Act, it's really clear. A landlord must give the tenant written notice of the landlord's intention to sell the residential premises not later than 14 days before the premises are first made available for inspection by prospective purchasers. What does that mean? It means you can put a sign on it. It means you can put it on the internet. It does not mean that you can take someone through the premises. Okay? So, in terms of, obviously you need to advise them in writing that that the property is going to go for sale. They must, and it says the tenant must then make all reasonable efforts to agree with the tenant and obviously the agent as to the days and times when the residential premises are periodically available for inspection. Now, it's been agreed that in this situation, so agreed as per the legislation, that in this situation reasonable means 2 inspections per week. Obviously that needs to be negotiated. If you want to get your best possible sale, you need to get your tenants on board. So follow the processes. Make sure you tell them in writing that the property is going on the market. You don't take people through those premises for 14 days. Unless, if they say yes, no, that's fine, bring them through, you would want that in writing. But certainly you still be looking back and thinking, no, we'll just leave it the 14 days. We'll start working out, who we have that might possibly want this property. So, it's not about not advertising, not about not talking about it. What it is about is not taking people through and interrupting the quiet peace and enjoyment of the tenant. So guys, make sure if you're about to list a property and there are tenants in that property and you're going to be showing the property whilst the tenants are in there, have a good look at Section 53 of the Residential Tenancies Act to make sure that you follow that and follow the instructions that you need to do in that.